Shalom, his brother Yashima Zakar from the Israelite Times Report, IsraeliteTimes.com. Upon my watch, all praises are definitely due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to all the brothers spread across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity. I have this story here, this news report from World Crunch, and I meant to talk about this some time ago, but they're still putting our people in slavery in various ways. And especially with the Latin tribes, they have inventive ways to put our people in slavery. And this story here, again, this came from World Crunch. It says how thousands of Brazilian girls have been duped into slavery by foster families. Okay, these foster families. You often hear about these celebrities going to Africa and adopting children. Also in South and Central America. And that's one of the reasons why they're letting so many people through the border, because these children are getting snatched up and they're disappearing, and they're being sold into sex slavery, work slavery, and sex slavery. Okay, and that actually was brought out by this guy, Senator Ted Cruz, out of Texas. He brought this information out that what they're doing is they're taking these children and putting bracelets on them with color-coded bracelets, and the different color codes tell the cartels who to sell these children to. So, even with the Latin tribes, Latino tribes, the northern tribes, they're they're selling their own people out. But Esau, they're selling them to these rich Edomites, and they're pimping them out, selling them into child sex slavery, work slavery also. So this is still going on, man. This devil is not off the hook. This whole idea that slavery was a long time ago, you niggers just need to get over it. No, you're still being the devil that you are. But again, this came from World Crunch. Let me get back to the story. It says how thousands of Brazilian girls have been duped into slavery by foster families. It says here, I believe this was a girl's name. Name is Luana. It says Luana was exploited as a domestic worker when she was still a teenager. It says she almost died of exhaustion. Leela was a 15-year-old black girl. Leela was a 15-year-old black girl when she was left in the home of strangers who forced her to work in conditions similar to slavery. Okay. I think this is Hosanna was welcomed by a family when she was 7, but soon they duped household duties on her, washing, sweeping, folding, taking care of the other children. Says Luana, Leela, and Hosanna, or Josanne, are just 3 among thousands of Brazilian girls deceived by foster parents who steal them away from their families with the lure of a better life and a shot at education. It's all a lie. The chance to go to school never comes, nor do wages for their labor. Yeah, because they're looked at as slaves. That's the eyes of our enemies. We're slaves. Okay, they don't look at you as nothing but a nigger. Okay, so you Latin tribes, you Latino tribes, northern tribes that are all proud and shit, even you Native Americans that are all proud and you think you better than the Negroes. Look, these Edomites hate you. Okay, your enemies hate you. Okay? Get that shit through your head. Excuse me. It says, they are barred from sitting at the family table or even turning on the lights. They are confined to cramped rooms, forced to eat what they don't like, passed around like objects, okay? Because you can imagine these dirty, nasty, stinking Edomite men and their women are doing all kinds of crazy sex acts with these children. I guarantee you, okay, because I lived in Idaho, I was stationed in Idaho, and I'm telling you, they are weird, okay? For you uh, nigglets out there, you little Negroes out there that just love you some massa. You love you some Esau. Okay? They are weird. In their private life, they are weird. They put on the suit and walk around all, pompous and shit, and you fall for that and think that there's something special. They are weird. They're nasty. They are gross. Okay, they are, and on the inside, they are cavemen and cave women, and they sleep with dogs. Okay, they sleep with animals. It's not just that they let them kiss them in the mouth. They are nasty, dirty, disgusting. They do things you would not imagine. I was actually around Edomites when I was in Idaho, and the subject, I don't know how we were drinking. This is long before I came into the truth. They were drinking, and this is a true story, I'm telling you. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is my witness. The subject of sleeping with your pets, your dogs, your cats came up. Okay. And somehow, I don't know how that came up, but it came up, and I'll be damned. I said, that's disgusting. Do you, and it was a good 15 people there, and all of them Edomites. I was like the only black dude there, you know. And I kid you not, these Edomites looked at me like I was strange. Because I said bestiality is weird. And they looked at me like I was crazy. Like there was something wrong with me. And that was the first time I had that, oh shit moment, Like, damn. Yeah, man. They're weird. They are weird. Don't let their pompous ways, the persona of being upright and clean, don't let that fool you. So you can imagine what they're doing to these children. Okay? Says they are barred from sitting at the family table or even turning on the lights. They're confined to cramped rooms, forced to eat what they don't like, passed around like objects. They are bullied, harassed, shamed, and given names such as useless, frizzy-haired nigger. I'm going to read that again because this is what it says. They are bullied, harassed, shamed, and given names such as useless, frizzy-haired nigger. Okay, that's what they're calling it. So for all you Latino tribes, all you northern tribes, whether you be Puerto Rican, Mexican, whatever, it doesn't matter. I know y'all love some of y'all got that tribalism, and some Mexicans don't love Puerto Ricans or vice versa, or you might Colombians might feel a certain way about Brazilians, whatever, whatever. Um, or you might, Latino tribes might look at the southern tribes, the so-called African Americans, Haitians, and Jamaicans, like they're on the lower level. Listen, your enemy hates you the same, okay? They hate you the same. They don't care. Just listen to the way they talk about you. Just listen to the way they talk about you. If you don't believe me, okay? It says Luana, Leela, and Josanne, I believe it's Josanne, worked day and night. They slept crying. Their childhood died as soon as they stepped foot inside these family homes, scarring them for their entire lives. Again, this is in Brazil. It says Brazil has come a long way in improving rights of domestic workers, but the country has failed to completely abolish the dangerous nexus between domestic work and child labor. The specter of foster daughters, while more common, while more common in middle and upper class homes. Excuse my voice, y'all. I hope I'm not coming down with a cold. It says while more common in middle and upper class homes in the past, still haunts Brazilian society. It says in Para, if I hope I said that right, where the practices take a heavy toll on the indigenous community, thousands of children remain trapped in this hell. Okay, it says the figure of the foster daughters is enduring one in Brazil. Is an enduring one in Brazil. Girls from small villages in the outskirts of cities are adopted by families from urban areas with the promise of education and social mobility. Let me say this right quick. It's not just girls, because Edomite is a damn you know the word I want to use the F word, but Esau is a switch hitter. Okay, he's an alphabet boy by nature. Okay, Esau loved boy on boy activity. I put it like that. Esau's a weirdo by nature. Okay, Jake, the Israelite man, has to be taught that wickedness. But Esau by nature is a damn switch hitter, a alphabet boy, a weirdo, a sodomite by nature. He's the damn devil. Okay? But they're doing this to the boys too. And all you gotta do is just remember what they did in slavery. How they buck broke the men. They took the biggest man, black man, so-called black man, that they could find, and they will rape them. Sometimes they rape them in front of the other slaves to make a point. Because when the slaves see the biggest male being raped, they know, okay, I better do what master say. So Esau is a damn weirdo anyway. Okay, so it's not just girls. Yes, they're telling the truth in this news article, this news report, but trust me, they're putting these little boys in it too. They're raping these little boys. You guarantee, if you know the nature of Esau, then you know damn well that they're raping little boys. They get off on that, man. Okay? They get off on that. And, I apologize for last week. I was doing a lot of cursing, so-called cursing, what they call cursing in this society. But, after years of doing research and study, you just get pissed off at a certain point. You get tired of this. I'm gonna try not to curse so much this week. Where was I? Let me see if I can find where I was. Says they are told that they would be looked after as if they were family. Okay, this is the lie. They're told to lure them in, right? And Esau is the devil. He's good at putting on a front, giving you a humble look. His deceit, his deceitful ways, man. He's really good at that. It says they are told they would be looked after as if they were family, but in effect, they are recruited as bonded labor. Researchers Danila Cow and Rosalie Brito examined the scourge in the book Communication, Gender, and Domestic Work. So that's a book I might have to look at. It says, do some research on that, but it says of which they are editors. The idea of being part of the family is used to justify exploitation of free labor by women and children. And again, I wanna make this clear. It's not just the girls. It's not just the no. They're doing that for effect. It's the girls. No, they're doing this to boys, and Esau don't never want to tell that side of it about his sodomite activity. Okay, there's a reason why black men have become so damn effeminate. It's because Esau pushes that vibration. Probably make these children sleep with dogs. Okay, there've been truthers that have come out about that. How these elites, they'll have slavery, even Edomite slaves. They'll kidnap a girl, a boy, and these rich elites, they'll crowd around and kind of like get off. Not kind of like they'll get off on watching these children sleep with animals. You got to remember they have this. You got to remember there's a such thing as the black market, the dark web. Okay, they sell these videos for huge price. Because there's weirdos out here that get off on seeing children sleep with animals and just all kinds of shit. You have your snuff films, your murder sex films. I forget the word for what do you call it when someone sleeps with dead people? Damn, I can't remember the word. Oh man, I can't remember the word. But yeah, there are people that get off on that type of activity. You know what I'm talking about. And they make a lot of money off of that. People forget about the dark web. They forget about the underground internet. Okay. Anyways, let me see. I knew this was gonna be a topic that was gonna upset me. That's why I'm trying to stay as calm as possible. You notice I'm not getting riled up. I'm trying to stay calm because this right here will make me go off. This right here is pissing me off just reading it, but I'm trying to get through it. It's burning. You can imagine. I just what I want to do right now. I'm trying to be careful with my words here. Let me get myself together here. It says the nature of exploitation. I think I got that already. Let me see if I can get here. Oh, the illusion of equality. This is how they lure this is how they lure these teenagers in. And he's actually lower of age than teenagers. It says the relationship between female employers and teenage domestic workers is a complex one because despite their distinct places in the labor hierarchy, their shared gender identity can create the illusion of equality and familiarity. They said, okay, now this is the part I kind of wanted to get to. It says exploiters use the expression foster daughter. See, this is how they disguise it. Foster daughter is the expression that they use as a substitute for slave labor, servile labor, and other similar terms, says Maria Zula Dutra. Zoila Dutra. It says these girls are not even treated as children, she says. They rarely attend school and they will not have the opportunity to play with other children. This is key right here. It says race is a key element in this toxic setup. Colonial thinking suggests that black people were born to do manual labor. Okay? That's what this researcher Louise Nascimento and Kelly, I can't say her last name. Anyway, it says the black woman, this is a quote. It says the black woman was born to be a housekeeper, nursing, mother, a cook, chambermaid, washerwoman, seamstress, among others, possessing innate gifts for this. the article points out, unlike the white people who in this view were born to command, manage, and dominate. Okay, they say that the white people were born to command, manage, and dominate. I want to make sure that you understand this. This is a cover. They're using the term woman. Okay? In this article, you have to read between the lines. It's not just females. You have to know Esau and his nature. And the idea of, they're trying to, in other words, what I'm saying is they're using this article to try to mask it. It's like they're saying girls, right? But, and then they're talking about, oh, they're making the girls cook and clean, and oh, they're not letting the girls play with the other girls, the other kids or whatever. And you go, oh, that's, whatever. You feel however you feel about that, right? But this is a mask. No, they're doing this to boys. They're demasculating the boys. And what they're doing is they're having these boys and these girls sleep with animals. They're having these boys and these girls pimped out. They're pimping them out. And they alluded to it earlier in the article, but they kind of, went back to the labor part. Okay? They're doing all kind of filthy, nasty, wicked activity to these children just for their amusement. Don't let it fool you like, oh, it's just a working thing. No. Because, someone could say, well, they're servants. They're more like servants. No, they're being used as sex objects in disgusting, humiliating ways. Because Esau is the damn devil. He's a wicked piece of crap. He's the physical manifestation of Satan on this earth. Okay? He's the son of the wicked. And he's going to do what it's in his nature to do. You have to understand what's in Esau's nature. Okay? So anyways, I did a long talk on that. I try to get through it as quick as possible. So with, of course, I'm sorry, I went on, that was a long article, and I tried to get as much as I could. I went way over my time there. So I apologize for that. But let me get some get the scriptures here. This is I'll get Joel 3. It says, for behold, in those days, in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and they're gambling and betting on these Israelite children. Okay, that's something that they do. And that happens on the black web, the dark web. Okay, through this cryptocurrency. And supposedly it can't be traced, but it's really just a way for these higher up elites to participate in child sex trafficking. It says, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they may drink. Okay? They're still doing this. They did it during the transatlantic slave trade, but they're doing it now. They're still doing it. In America, the children that go missing the most are African Americans and Latinos, because the Latinos are coming across the border, like I spoke on earlier. These Latinos that are coming across America, come across the border into America, into Northern America, they're being placed with uh, these Edomite families, and you can only imagine. Some of them are never heard from again. There's been multiple reports on this. Even in Edomite alternative news, they come out with it like, these children, they just go missing. We don't know where they're going. And I'm sad to tell you, um, these children, they end up on a dark web somewhere, or they become a victim of child sex trafficking, uh, organ harvesting. Some of them die. They're used for adrenochrome. This devil, these higher up elites are actual vampires, man. They drink blood. That is that's a real thing. It's not, and they're into Satanism. You know about the Bohemian Grove and the worship of the big giant owl, and the rituals and the sacrifices, and they're still worshiping Baal, and Moloch, sacrificing children to Moloch. This is still happening, man. There's nothing new under the sun. This is a real thing. But anyway, let me get back to the scripture. It says here, let me get this. It says, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they may drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? Yeah, will you pay the Lord back for what you've done? And that's for all these heathen nations. That's for all of these heathen nations, man. Because don't forget that the so-called Arabs, they were also a part of the slave trade. Okay, don't forget. Matter of fact, I think it's damn. I don't want to misspeak. It's been a long time since I read up on it, but believe it was it's like the Nigerians were trying to go up to it was either Libya or Egypt somewhere, to find work, and they're basically being put into slavery. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some more research on that. It's been a while since I looked that up. But yeah, what these Edomites will do is they'll put these puppet leaders in these African countries, especially West Africa, because there's a lot of there's a lot of Israelites over there. Places like Nigeria and Ghana, Cameroon, even, you can say like Cameroon, and they'll start civil war. And the people, they flee, and in the midst of that, these children go missing. People go try to migrate to other locations to get away from the war and escape poverty, and they end up as slaves. So our people, the curses are still here, man. The curses are still here. Don't get it twisted, man. We are not out of bondage, man. That's why we can't wait for this place to be destroyed. It says, yea, what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head, because the Lord is going to pay back unto them double what they've done unto us. Okay? He is our defense. He is our defense, because we're not in a position to fight our own battles, man. When people try to say that we're punks and, why don't we? No. We're not taking up arms. We're not about to do nothing crazy. The Lord is our defense. It says, because you have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly, pleasant things. Okay? And we represent the Lord's silver and gold. Okay? We are the apple of the Lord's eye. Okay? It says, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have he sold unto the Grecians. And those, well, you can say that they're Edomites, but you had Jake in Greece as well. Okay, that's another topic. But the children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have he sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. That means payback. Okay, the Lord is going to pay you devils back for everything that you've done to us. Okay, so yeah, enjoy your kingdom. Enjoy your kingdom. You know, walk around with that proud, arrogant look. Look down on the so-called black man, Latino, and Native American. Continue, Esau. Stay proud, stay pompous. But your time is coming. You know, and don't start complaining now, because I hear these Edomites crying. Our country is so messed up. Oh God, we can't afford anything. We can't. Oh my God, the wicked elites are against us too. Yeah, yeah. You benefited off of the backs of slaves, the children of Israel. You benefited, and you didn't give a damn. So now you want to cry about how things are unfair and things aren't on the up and up for you? Man, it's about to get worse. It's about to get much worse. Okay? Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither you have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah. Oh, this guy, Vocab Malone, always try to make us sound like we're wrong. But talking about what's going to happen in the kingdom. Okay? That we're going to have all these other nations into subjection. Okay? They're going to be under subjection under the children of Israel. But what did the Lord say? He said, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither you have sold them, and will return your recompense, meaning payback, upon your own head, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Okay, and that's happening right now. You see this with these other nations. That the weak is saying I'm strong because they have, this is another topic, but they have the equalizer, which is the nuclear missiles. Okay, the nuclear missiles is the equalizer. Okay, let the weak say I'm strong. And we're going to say we're strong in that day. Okay, when the Lord gives us these spiritual powers, man. Okay, when the Lord deems it's time to recompense and to get payback against our enemies, all of our enemies will go into captivity, every single one of them. Okay, that's in the book of Jeremiah. Anyway, it says, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is the Lord's judgment. Okay, the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And I want to skip down because the Lord is going to judge all of you nations. All of you are going into, like I said, you're going to be under subjection because there's an order. Okay, there's the sons of God, sons of men, and the sons of the wicked. Okay, and there's an order. The sons of God, which is the Israelites. Yasharallah, he is the prince of the power. Okay, the sons of the power, the Lord's chosen ones. He has set us up to be a nation above all other nations. Okay, we're going to be the ruling class in that day. Okay, And that sounds crazy right now looking at our condition, but that's the point. The Lord loves that. The Lord loves to put, you know, this group of people up on high and then bring them down. That's what he does. Okay, the heart of the king is in the hands of the Lord. Okay, I'm going to skip down to the 19th verse and get to the point. It says, Egypt shall be a desolation, and modern day Egypt is America. Okay, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be desolate, be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. Okay, Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. Okay, and I wanted to get that. I know I went on long, much longer than I initially planned, but that's the spirit. And that article that I read pissed me off to a point where I had to gather myself, get myself together, because I understand. See, when I read articles like this, because I've done research and I've been podcasting for I don't know how many years now. I don't know how many years, but I've been a researcher for a good 15 years or so into this stuff. And I understand what the article is really talking about. And I'm able to read between the lines, and I get what they're really saying. It's not so much what they're saying as what they're not saying. They talk about working conditions and things like that, but there was a point in the article where they talked about how they're being passed around. Okay, and they just touched on it real briefly, and then they went back to talking about the working conditions. Okay, if I could find that part again, I may not be able to find it. But they're being called frizzy hair niggers. Okay, this is the names that they're giving them. They're being shamed and called frizzy haired niggers, and they're being passed around. Okay, they're being passed around. Let me see if I can find it. No, I don't find it. But anyway, so yeah, man, this devil is still working his witchcraft. And it's witchcraft. That's what it is. Come here, you'll have a better life. Next thing you know, these children are being put into not just slavery, but sex slavery at that, and doing all kinds of wicked things that I don't even want to say. Because it gets worse. It gets much, much worse. You have to know the nature of this devil, the nature of Esau, and the things that he will do, especially to an innocent child. You can only imagine, man. You can only imagine. So let me stop this before I start cursing. I'm about ready to go off. I'm about ready to go off on a rant. So let me just stop this part now. I want to get this article here from NBC NBC News, Washington D.C. Says man with gun arrested from Union Station, Capitol Police say, and supposedly he was near the Capitol with an AR-15. It says a man with a gun was arrested Tuesday across from Union Station on Capitol Hill. U.S. Capitol Police say someone spotted the man with. It said he was walking around with a long gun. I believe he had an AR-15, if I'm not mistaken, in the park alongside Delaware Avenue Northeast, in front of Union Station at about 12:30 p.m. 12:30 p.m. It says Capitol Police said they found the man moments later and commanded him to drop the weapon. Officers then tased him when he didn't comply, police said. And this was a black dude. Black dude with a beard. Okay. U.S. Capitol Police Chief Tom Manger said the suspect is 21-year-old Amir Levon Morel of Atlanta. And that sounds like a Muslim name, Amir. You know, it's an Islamic name, of Atlanta. It says he's a registered sex offender in Georgia. Medics took Morel to a hospital in an ambulance, and he's expected to be okay after the tasering, police said. Based on officers' limited contact and limited conversation with Mr. Morel, there is some indication that he may be dealing with some mental health issues, but we don't know that. And this is something that you're going to see a lot of, especially in 2024. And I'm saying it right now through the Spirit. I believe you're going to see a lot of this. A lot of individuals activated into all kinds of madness. You're gonna see a lot of situations like this. Okay, because 2024 is election season. We know what happened the last election. That's why you need to be on your watch. Okay, because though it tarry, wait for it. It will not tarry. Okay, and these are the times that we're living in. You need to be on your watch. And also remember, they are looking to paint the picture of black men in America, black people. This demon over there in Israel, that little conference that they had, they said the most dangerous threat to Israel is, when she said Israel, she meant the Israeli people, the J-ish people, not the real Israelites, but the J-ish people. The most dangerous threat is black people in America, young black people in America. So you look at this black guy here. It says he's 21 years old. He has, he has a beard, you know, and you see all of this agent activity with these Israelite camps wearing these scarves, looking like they're Muslim, you know. There's a lot of weird things happening right now, and I believe through the Spirit that Esau is building a case, to lock up the Israelites. That's just what I think. Then we'll see what happens. But I believe that you're going to see a lot of false flags, and they're going to look to blame the Israelites. That's why you got these carnal Israelite groups out there that aren't using wisdom. They have no wisdom whatsoever. They're not moving in the Spirit. Okay? They want all this vain glory, all this attention. They want the 20,000 views on every video. They want the subs, the 100,000 subs, or however many they can get. And ultimately, they seek love. They trim their ways to seek love. And scriptures tell you not to do that. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Any man that loveth the world, the love of the Father is not in him. How much more plain can it be? And I know I bring that out all the time. I know I say it ad nauseum, right? I know. But damn, man, how you gonna have the love of this world and be in the truth at the same damn time? It doesn't even make sense. Holy means to be set apart. That's what it means. To be set apart. We're supposed to be coming out of Babylon. We're supposed to be coming out of the mentality of Babylon. And I know you can say, well, that has nothing to do with this story, but the reason I brought this up is because if you look at the picture of this man, he looked like he could have been in a camp. Not saying he wasn't, because like I said, he has a Muslim name. But see, what I'm doing is I'm piecing all of this together. What that woman said, with that, I forget what her title is, but she's some dignitary of the Israeli government. And she said that the most dangerous threat, the biggest threat to the Israeli people are young black people in America. Not Hamas, not this what their enemies are supposed to be, the pro-Palestinians. No, it's young black people in America. So I think that what Esau is going to do, he's going to unleash these mentally unstable, mentally disordered black people, mostly men. The youth that have mental conditions. Because let's just be honest, a lot of them do. Some of them under mind control, whether it be MK Ultra or some other government experiment, because Esau experiments on our people. He's going to unleash them, and he's going to blame the ministry, because that's how this devil moves. That's how this devil operates. Some people can say, "Oh, you stretching it, you reaching, or you exaggerating." No, this is what I see this devil doing, man. This is what this devil does. There was another part. Oh, it says here, hours after the arrest, bomb technicians were still searching a backpack. Police said Morrell carried. Officers cleared the park. There was, let me see here. There was something else here. I can't find it. But anyway, there was some kind of a bomb threat that took place as well. I believe that was a separate situation, the Capitol. And there's been reports of heavy police activity around D.C. And I live in the D.C. area. I work in D.C. And there's a lot of shit going on. You could tell they're ramping up for something. You could tell something's about to go down, man. Something's about to go down. This devil has something up his sleeve. You never trust your enemy, man. You never trust your enemy. You never get relaxed and complacent. You never get to a point where you feel like you're in good case. You always stay on high alert. This devil's about to come down with great wrath. Okay? And if you've been listening to my podcast, you know I bring that out all the time. This is what's going down, man. We're here. And not for nothing, I was meditating on this, and I was thinking about how, for years the scoffer camps that always talk about, oh, niggas always talking about something gonna happen, don't nothing happen, don't nothing happen, don't nothing happen. And I thought about how much of a snare that is, how much of a stumbling block that is. The fact that the men of the Lord have been prophesying for years that these things are going to happen, and because it didn't happen right away, even as these things take place, they still don't believe it. In other words, these niggas, these these wicked 2/3, their mindset is still in 2014, 2012, 2013, 2014. They're not up to date, because you got to remember the news cycle is filled with madness and distractions. Lizzo, and I always bring this up. They talk about Lizzo and damn Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce and all kinds of stupid, non-irrelevant situations, and if there isn't one, they'll create one. And if you're not a researcher, if you don't do your due diligence, if you're not a person that's on your watch and really, because you have to look into alternative media to get some truth, as far as what's going on in the world. If you're not doing that, if you're just a nigga and you have these Israelite camps and some of their camp leaders that don't do any research, man. They just look at NBC News. They might look at MSNBC or Fox News or well, Fox News, they probably won't watch that because that might be too hardcore for them, So they don't know what the hell's going on, man. You know, they would have known better than to tell people to take that shot back in 2021 if they were watching alternative news, right? They would have known better than a lot of things. They would know that the MOTB is here. They would know that the Mark of the Beast is here because that's on alternative news. There's Edomites that'll tell you straight up that the Mark of the Beast is here and that the rollout is already in place, and they tie in this digital currency uh, system into the Mark of the Beast. They'll flat out tell you that. But again, because these so-called Israelite leaders are not on their watch and they're not doing their due diligence, they're not sounding the alarm, they're not blowing their trumpet to warn the people what's to come, right? They're not doing any research, man. We're supposed to be watchmen. We're supposed to warn the people, man. We're supposed to warn the people, but they're not doing it. They're not doing it. They're just there to fill their belly, to get praise from the people, you know, to get people to say, oh, Shalom, elder. Or Shalom, brother. That was some good teaching you did today. Just because you cussed out an Edomite on the corner. And then it's so stupid, it might not even be an Edomite. It might be a Jake that look like an Edomite. You know, it might be a Jake that look like a heathen. I've seen that. You niggas are an embarrassment, man. Let me get this. This is book of Ecclesiasticus 12:10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Okay? He's going to do wickedness, and he's deceitful in all his ways, man. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. But it says, though he humble himself and go crouching, right? And now, like I said, Esau always has that humble, you know, he come to you all humble. Is there anything that we can do to make your neighborhood safer? You know, he humble. He always come up with a humble look and soft spoken. You know, those are the biggest devils. You listen to Bill Gates. Bill Gates has a soft tone, man. He sounds like and looks like Kermit the Frog. That's the Lord mocking him, by the way. You know, it says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Beware, man. And you get these Israelite camps, man. They talking about y'all niggas don't want to have fun. Y'all niggas don't want to. Y'all make the truth look boring. I think that's what they said. Something along those lines. Y'all brothers, y'all remember exactly what they said. Y'all make the truth look boring. F you niggas, man. You niggas are worse than the regular 2/3 out here, man. You put a stain on the ministry because the average Jake or the average person out there in the world, they don't know the difference between Israelite camps and who's teaching the truth and who's not. Not for nothing. Of course, we're going to be persecuted, and of course, we're going to be hated among men. Yes, that comes with it. But still, man, you niggas are still guilty, putting a stain on the ministry. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. You know, his evil ways, okay, are still there. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last, remember my words and be pricked therewith. Okay? Because what he wants you to do is to join hand in hand and take over, man. That's what he's done. And it's what he continues to do. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent. You know, if we tell you not to trust your enemy and your dumb ass go and trust them anyway, for example, setting up a 5013, was it 5013C charter or whatever, right? He's going to use that to tell you what you can and cannot say. You know, you can't teach the word of the Lord when you're under Esau's rulership. You're getting those kickbacks, tax exempt and all of that. You can't teach the word like that. All right? Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent? Oh, and by the way, when you do these damn interviews with these Edomites, and you know, because you had certain Israelite leaders have been on damn what is it New York, been in the New York Times, and you had this dude Bishop Nathaniel of the IUIC. He's going on these podcasts and stuff like that. Who you think owns these podcasts, these radio networks? The small hatters. You don't think they're gonna twist what you say? And by the way, just the fact that you're on there lets everyone know that you're a sellout, that you sold out just to get on there. Okay. Anyways, it says, "Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent?" Excuse me. Who is bitten with the serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? Like, are you gonna be sorry for a dumbass nigga that wraps a snake around his arm and his dumbass get bitten? No. Okay. Or if we see it all the time with these stupid ass Edomites. They go run their dumbass, over to Africa and try to play with the lions and get ripped to shreds. You know, a damn shark come out the water and rip them. Instead of their dumbasses getting back, they go, "Oh, look at the shark," and the shark come out and just rip them to shreds, man. You know, stupid. See it all the time, man. Well, that's how I feel about you little nigglets out here that are running around, okay, trying to be a part of this world, trying to get a little piece of the American pie, trying to befriend Esau and still be in the truth at the same time. You're trying to dip your toe in this and dip your toe in that. Watch what happens, man. It says, "So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry." Okay, he's not going to help you. Okay, these Edomites are only your friend until they don't need you anymore. "An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit." And that was where I really wanted to get to. But you know me, you know how I am. "An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood." He's just looking, man. He's just looking for an opening, man. The accuser of thy brother. Okay, he's looking to accuse us. And if he doesn't have a valid reason, he will create one. And you stupid niggas, Chief Ephraim, Wi-Fi, okay, you niggas that over there want to argue with goddamn Palestinians for some dumbass reason. Like that's gonna do something. You just opening the door. Just opening the door. They point the finger and say, "Do you see them Israelites, man? Them guys. You gotta watch them guys." They had that situation with that shooting with a small hat restaurant over there in Jersey. I believe that was back in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. And they're gonna have this guy Vocab Malone. He's gonna say, "Yeah, I've always known that these Israelites were violent," and and they're gonna accuse us, man. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. Never trust that enemy. Never ever trust thy enemy. Okay, because I know what they're doing, man. They're trying to make the case that black people, and when this guy Trump get in office, man, he gonna do a number. For all you niggas that are like, I want Trump back in the White House. When Trump get in the White House, that nigga is gonna roll up on y'all. He done already said that he's thinking about bringing the death penalty to drug dealers. And you niggas is still on records rapping about how much you make on the block, how much you able to flip. Man, you niggas have no idea what's going on. You have no idea, man. Your enemy is plotting, man. He has set so many snares and so many booby traps. But what we're going to do, we're going to step away, you know. We're going to move in the spirit, move with wisdom. Let the Lord guide us. Okay, we're going to stay prayed up, stay on our watch. Call on the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. We're not calling on no damn Jesus Christ. Okay? We're going to call on the real name. We're not calling on Yahweh and Yeshua. Calling on Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And we're going to believe and have faith. The just shall live by his faith. We're going to believe. Because that's the only, you got to have faith. You got to have faith. Because pretty soon the work is going to be done. There's going to come a time when we're not going to be able to go out. I'm not going to be able to upload anymore. They're going to shut all this down. This is about done. This is about over. It could be as early as next year. I think 2024 is going to be very interesting. Going to be a lot of stuff going down, I believe. That's my honest belief. And while you niggas are playing, Kwam Yashala this, Kwam Yashala that, messing around, not being serious, taking this thing for a joke, acting as if we're going to be here for the next 20, 30 years, and you're going to build up something. This guy, Chief Ephraim, talking about he wanted $500,000 to build up the New Jerusalem or some crap he was talking. Man, these niggas, man, anyways, yeah, man, that's that. Look for more activities such as that individual that got caught with that AR-15. And trust me, they're going to make a link between the Muslims, the Islamic extremists, and the Israelites.